Data released by the Kenya Bureau of Statistics reflects that millions of Kenyan graduates are still jobless several years after completion of their higher learning. Statistics further reveal that jobless graduates tend to seek white-collar jobs from prestigious companies. Join me, OI Kelvins, as I bring you a bold edition of the set piece this week with a digital journalism scholar who has ventured in self-employment, only on Andrea TV, Kenya. Hello everyone, hope this finds you well wherever the place that you are tuning in from. This is the official launch of Andrea TV Kenya and I'm your host, OI Kelvins. Pleasure to meet the CEO or the founder, the most beloved YouTuber and the mind behind the launch of Andrea TV. Someone who actually saw that journalism as a profession is flooded and he needed to do something very unique, and that's why he decided that he's gonna operate an online television network which is meant to maybe inform a lot of stories in a context that fits the audience in terms of style and theme. So welcome so much to this particular session. This is the set piece special edition that comes to you live on our YouTube channels, or rather on our online television network, and the main reason as to why we do these sessions or these interviews with celebrities is that we try to identify upcoming talents in different concepts, or rather in different professionals, and we try to give them an opportunity to reach the mass audiences. Welcome so much, this Chief Executive Officer or the upcoming YouTuber. Kindly tell us about yourself.
Thank you very much, my brother Kelvin, for hosting me. I'm glad to be here with you this afternoon. I am Andrea, but most people prefer calling me Andrea. Yeah, and that's where the thing Andrea TV came from. I am born 1999. I was born in a place called Oyugis. That's in Homa Bay County. Yes. In an hospital, Hachwanyo. Yeah, that's where we stayed up to around 2005. Then we migrated to Rongo. That's in Migori County. Yeah, and I proceeded with my education. Part of primary nimesomea Rongo, secondary yote nimemalizia Rongo pia. Yes.
So someone citizen from Rongo all the way to the from the lakeside, what motivated you, or why YouTube? We have a lot of activities that you can engage yourself in. Why YouTube? What motivates you?
That's a very good question. Actually, what motivates me is that there are a lot of successful YouTubers. Out of the interviews that I've been following from the YouTube again, there have been a lot of many successful YouTubers, likes of Jalas and so on. And then another thing, I also didn't want to be one of the people who dominate the print media and the broadcast media. At least you find something different from what other people do. Yeah, so that some people will maybe learn from you later on that YouTube is at least a good thing. And then I also had a dream of owning something. I want something that at least mtu akisema hiyo ni Andrea. I want to own something that belongs to me.
So it's all about motivation to be self-employed. Again, it's all about journalism, or rather media is flooded with a lot of people, and maybe you're thinking competition is not your thing. That's a very good idea, Mr. Andrea. And maybe if you don't mind, if you just tell us the name of your YouTube channel.
The name of my YouTube channel is called Andrea TV Kenya, which the Kenya is KE. So I decided to include the KE because there are many YouTube channels, Andrea TV, and most of them are not from Kenya. So I decided to include the KE so that it becomes different from the rest. And Andrea, that's my name, and I love my name. And I also wanted something that I own with my name, so that whenever everybody hears of Andrea, he or she relates to me, the CEO.
So it's Andrea, and Andrea is his business. So we are going to put the name of the YouTube channel, Andrea TV Kenya KE, on your screens. And maybe, Andrea, what is it, the moment I subscribe to your YouTube channel, what is it that I'm expected to view on that channel? Which content am I expected to view, or which content in specific do you provide to us?
Actually, I believe everybody has a story. You have a personal story.
Yeah, I have my story, a
The way
dirty
you
one.
grew up,
Yeah,
whether they're dirty or clean.
yeah,
My brother there has his own story.
yes.
Some are bad, some are good. And what I actually needed, I want to motivate people. From the stories that people have, you might have a dirty story, but you came out of it. Once you come to Andrea TV channel and your interview, you tell us your story, your whereabouts, where you came from, and where you are headed. At least somebody will feel motivated. And then another thing, I've also, since I was in high school, I saw advertisements, a very good thing, and I've heard of it as a paying one. So I wanted to venture in advertisements so that at least when you have a business, you come, we negotiate, then I advertise for you in my YouTube channel. Which that is also another big agenda of the channel.
What a fantastic response. So Andrea is basically explaining that apart from giving stories that are intended to motivate his viewers, he's also aiming at making profit through advertisements and so on. So Andrea, based on if you were to analyze the equipment that we're using right now on this interview, the set piece, the equipments are just expensive. Journalism is just expensive.
Very expensive.
Especially digital journalism,
Yeah.
it's very expensive. How did you get started?
Actually, I'm a very disciplined person when it comes to saving and money expenditure. So the truth that I get, I always save it. And when I see something that can help me, I'll buy it immediately without waiting. So the first thing that I began with was a microphone, which I didn't know whether I will use it. The smaller one, this size. This is the very first microphone that I bought.
Yeah,
I
lapel.
bought it online. Yeah, and I was like, let me just buy this, maybe it will help me one day. Then that's how I started. Went to other things like the stand, camera stand. Actually, I started with the least that could help me, then came to the major ones. But they are very expensive, I tell you.
Yeah, very expensive, of course. To own a lapel as a beginner, that's something that actually gives us motivation. And which type of equipment do you have so far, maybe apart from the tripod and the lapel?
I have a recorder, a laptop for editing, and very many things. I have a table.
So you have a workstation back at home?
I have just a small one. It's not a workstation.
That's very fantastic. So we'll be checking on the workstation, Andrea's workstation back at his home, or rather the place that he resides. But of course, Andrea, before as we proceed, you realize that digital journalism utilizes the use of the internet, and when it comes to the internet, just interconnection of million users across the world. So what is it that what is it that you love most about the YouTube community itself? Because you have like millions of YouTube users. What is it that you love about that community?
YouTube is very big.
Yeah, YouTube is very big.
It deserves the name community. YouTube has a variety of everything. You can learn from YouTube. You can air your views through YouTube, and then YouTube, it doesn't have a limit. I hear there are several YouTubers, over a million, over billions of people, but you'll never get flooded, so that you are told you can never open a channel. So I saw it wise. I just decided to come up with my content that I could create, because my space is there on YouTube. Then it's also a fair competition. Your content is what makes you gain more viewers and more subscribers. So YouTube is generally, it is big, and then the only thing that I like in it is that it doesn't have a limit. That's it.
Wow, no limitations.
No limitations.
And of course, you're saying content is judged based on the strong one, and the best content gives you more subscribers. Sure. Not like maybe the normal media houses, like for example the set piece is supposed to be aired on TV, then you have to obtain the licenses, you have to do a lot of payments, a lot of procedures from the state, and so on. Then maybe apart from the love on YouTube, have you ever met a YouTuber in your life?
Actually, I've met one.
Who is that? You've met yourself.
I've met myself.
Wow, that's a very big motivation, because if you appreciate yourself, then it means whatever the content or the information and the creativity that you'll be putting in place is just wow.
But
then
I'm looking forward to meeting some soon.
Some like
as the industry will be growing, I'll need to be interviewed elsewhere also, like Jalango TV. Yeah.
So maybe just to pause on that. So what are your favorite YouTube channels?
Actually, as for now, Jalango TV is the favorite.
Jalango TV,
Jalango
operated
TV.
by one of our very own, Jalasa. Bonga na Jalas on Jalango TV. Apart from Jalango TV,
we have this channel, Henry Desagu.
Henry Desagu, a comedian.
Then YouTube. There are also other tutorials where I learn my editing skills and many other. Though I may not mention their name.
Not, of course, I know you are fearing maybe to promote people because you said you are after making profit. So why the 3 channels from the millions of channels that exist on YouTube? What makes them unique to you?
Actually, when you look at Henry Desagu's, it's for comedy. You know, after a long day of work, when you're bored, when you're stressed up, you need to relieve your mind and laugh a bit. Actually, I can stay on YouTube up to around sub or 6, just laughing alone. Yeah, from watching his clips and so on. And then on the tutorials, at least, you know, I didn't go to a school where I could edit. I'm not at a school video editing, I'm a photography, and all my skills I learned on YouTube. Yeah.
So you are basically there to educate, to earn more skills. Then, of course, after a very busy day, you also need to entertain yourself. Huh? Wow. Then now, do you have any 3 favorite genius in YouTube?
The genres in YouTube, I can talk of the comedy. We have the comedy. We have the cookery. Those who teach how to cook, but actually I cook.
You cook, huh?
I'm a baker.
A baker.
So watch those other skills, maybe what to add, how to...
So you can bake us some cake now that we are launching Andrea TV, so that maybe we are going to celebrate behind the scenes. You see that cake?
Actually, there's a cake decorated with the logo, well decorated with the logo on top, plus many other things. So I always go there, look on different skills, maybe what to add on the cookery, for entertainment and for learning purposes.
For learning purposes, wow. Then you have said those channels, you love them because of something. So what are some of the goals of Andrea TV? Because this is a channel that you just came up with you yourself. What are some of your goals?
Actually, I have very big goals.
Very big goals, huh?
Yeah.
3 big goals?
3 big goals. The first one,
yes,
is to reach every youth outside there. That at least in one sitting, one interview, one youth will be helped, or any other person watching the channel, not necessarily youths. I'm sorry to say that. And then another thing, I need to employ people. I need maybe some people can come claiming that their salaries are delayed. At least you feel that pride. Then also, yeah, like that. Then another thing is also, I need to feel happy about myself. That YouTube will be making me happier. It will give me the pride to walk in the street that at least I own something, and it will also bring something to the table. Yeah.
Wow. So you need the pride. Of course, we do understand someone from Homa Bay, or Kelvins himself comes from Nyanza province, and he understands what pride means to a Luo man. So Andrea is saying that apart from motivating the youth, he needs to employ other many unemployed graduates across the country, and of course maybe to earn that fame and pride for him or her, for himself. Then why do you think people should subscribe to your YouTube channel? What makes it unique?
Actually, I don't think there's any reason why somebody should not subscribe, because I have explained everything from the beginning. So for great content, also with the advertisement, if you have your business, there, know all youths have their business, so they are planning to own their business. You cannot make good money from your business and just keep it for yourself. So when you subscribe to my channel, you'll be able to
help other millions of Kenyans
actually in their businesses. And then when you subscribe to my channel, you'll be promoting me. We all need money, and from the subscription is where I will be earning from the YouTube. Now
that's a very good idea, Andrea. Then you realize that, for example, the set piece, if I was to analyze, people do complain that YouTubers are usually very nice, very warm-hearted at the beginning, but the moment they gain that fame and some status on YouTube, then their rates are just exaggerated. How are you planning maybe to curb that situation so that in the future you don't exaggerate your YouTube advertisement rates?
Actually, it all depends on the brand you are gaining after each and every day. But personally, I will work according to my principles in consideration with the audience that I'll be reaching. Yeah. So when somebody comes, it's just a matter of negotiation.
So Andrea is promising you that if you are a youth and you have any business, maybe to advertise, you are selling a mtumba somewhere, you're operating a cave somewhere, you are doing whatever the form of a business, as far as it's a legal business, not maybe doing illegal business, then you contact Andrea for advertisements, then he's giving you an upper hand that it's based on negotiation terms. No matter how big the brand will be, he's going to ensure that he negotiates and he fits your standards. Then maybe, Andrea, everything that any investment, any human investment comes with challenges. So maybe have you encountered any challenges so far as an upcoming YouTuber?
The biggest challenge that I have currently is the public perception.
Public perception.
Or even the community. People think that once you have what we call a YouTube channel, you are very rich. Actually, people do call me asking me, can you just send me some 200 shillings? And tell him, nauna pesa, anasema like, ay, si kuna YouTube account. Okay, so I not subscribers when nafikisha 1,000 already. Yeah, but then just to see venye tunaongelesha, at least they have to understand. And then the equipments are very expensive. Yeah, I need more of them.
But you look rich, from the dressing code, very expensive watch. This goes for how many dollars?
We'll discuss later.
I can see.
But you earlier said that I come from the lakeside.
So it's all about prestige.
Yeah, and then to make the matters worse or better, I'm an SDA.
An SDA.
And we are always branded with good dressing.
Good dressing code. So that one we maybe discuss. So how do you overcome these challenges? Or how maybe do you go about these challenges? Because at the end of the day, any man, no matter the challenges that you face as an investor, you must have solutions towards them, or else after 2 or 1 year you'll be gone. So what are some of the ways that you use to overcome these challenges?
Challenge number 1 on the perception, at least I'm trying to sensitize them. Now ambia what YouTube is, how it works, so that they may not put pressure on me on maybe send it to me nini, and then urge them to support. It is not easy, by the way, to become a successful YouTuber without support from your friends and so on. And then on the equipments, though they're expensive, but I said I'm a very principled person when it comes to saving. I'll just continue the same speed and maybe reach out to friends, those who will be willing, those who will feel that what I'm doing is right, so they may need to support me. At least they are friends. When you're my friend, I know when I approach you, I need a camera worth 150,000. At least you'll chip in once in a while.
Now, on the set piece today, hosting Andrea as an upcoming YouTuber, and he's promising that maybe in the near future we'll still be doing business with him. So, Andrea, maybe face that camera and promise the people that where do you expect yourself in 10 years to come? When you come to the set piece with OI Kelvins, which type of a person should they expect, and which type of a brand would you have made by those 10 years from now? 10 years from now, that's around 2031. Yeah.
Okay, that is in the next 10 years, I would like to have the biggest audience so far that has never been experienced in this country. I want to take over the other YouTubers within the country and across the world. Actually, in the next 10 years, I also want to employ other people, at least 15. Then I also have an office, a big office with different departments. Napitia hapo kwa HR, napitia mwingine, yeah, and so many things. And then I also want to see myself, the living standard yangu ipande. Then I also want to see the living style of my fellows zinapanda juu, because you know we need to support each other. So in the next 10 years, I don't want my living situation to be the same, and also my friends and the family. Yeah. But what I'm promising you is great content that will keep you glued into my channel.
So, Andrea, that's a very big promise that, of course, we usually say that dreaming is the motherhood of possibility. So that's a dream that Andrea has maybe in 10 years to come from now, and we'll be praying hard and supporting him hard to ensure that 10 10 years to come he be where he intends to be. Then maybe as we wind up, Andrea, may I just ask, like for example, I've been going through some media training schools across the country, and I've realized that majority of the budding journalists, they are all aiming at establishing big brands in prestigious media houses in Kenya. I won't mention them, but of course you know them. Why not you? Why not for the same? Why not maybe praying that one day I'll be a news anchor somewhere, one day I'm going to be a senior reporter somewhere, one day I'll be an international investigative journalism somewhere. Why YouTube? Why not for the same?
Actually, apparently when I wanted to venture into journalism, to study it, the first thing I was told that journalism is flooded with people. And so there was no possibility that I could get a job. So why is that? There is this part of YouTube where somebody will be his own boss. So like all those things, being an investigative reporter, being a news anchor, so that I can do them in my own channel or employ other people to do them for me. Yeah. And I also don't like being employed. Kungoja salary, nachelewa nini. I want to be paying people.
Are you sure your people are not going to wait for the same? They'll never wait. So I won't comment much on that other than maybe just appreciating Andrea for making time today. Of course, you stay tuned on Andrea TV. This is the official launch, and we'll keep you posted on the emerging issues and of course motivational stories that are going to keep you inspired only on Andrea TV. And this is the set piece. I've been your host, OI Kelvins. Thank you very much, Mr. Andrea, for making time.
Mr. Kelvin.
Hope we'll see each other, and hope you won't mind coming back to OI, or rather the set piece, some other day because of the brand, or you'll be driving big cars with a lot of bodyguards. Hope that pride won't exceed the limits.
This is the launching point, so I'll be coming back each and every time.